You ever look at some people and just wonder, how do they do it? It's like they have a secret formula for success. They just blast through every obstacle and make their dreams happen, while so many others give up, sometimes right before a huge breakthrough. Well, what if I told you there is a formula? A blueprint, actually, decoded from the minds of the most powerful people in history. Let's unlock it together.
It all kicks off with this incredible story, a guy named R.U. Darby. His uncle gets bitten by the gold rush bug. He stakes a claim, works like crazy for weeks, and bam, he hits a massive vein of gold. He thinks he's set for life. But then, just as fast as it appeared, it was gone. The vein just vanished. He drilled and drilled, found nothing, and finally just gave up. Sold all his machinery to a junk man for a couple $100 and went home.
Now this junk man, he was a little smarter. He called in a mining engineer who took one look at the mine and said, "You guys just didn't understand fault lines." The engineer predicted the gold vein would be found just 3 feet from where Darby's uncle had stopped drilling. And you know what? That's exactly where they found it. Millions of dollars worth. It just goes to show you, right? Failure so often comes from quitting one step too soon. How many times have we been just 3 feet from our own gold?
Look, this isn't just some feel-good theory. Napoleon Hill spent more than 20 years of his life on a single mission given to him by Andrew Carnegie himself. The mission? To study the most powerful and successful people on the planet. We're talking titans like Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, John D. Rockefeller, and to boil down their secrets into a formula that literally anyone could use. What we're going through today, this is that formula.
And that right there, that's the promise. The success, the riches you're looking for, they aren't about luck. They're the result of a very, very specific way of thinking. So today, we're going to dive into the principles that let you tap into that hidden stream of abundance by mastering the one and only thing you have total control over, your own mind.
So where do we even start? Well, the very first step in this whole philosophy has nothing to do with what you do. It's all about what you become on the inside. Every single great achievement, all the wealth in the world, it all starts with one single, powerful spark.
And listen, we are not talking about a casual wish here. Napoleon Hill is super clear about this. You have to work yourself into what he calls a white heat of desire. It's got to be a burning, all-consuming obsession with one specific goal, combined with the absolute, unshakable belief that you will get it. It's the difference between, saying I'd like to be rich someday and declaring I will be rich. Think that sounds a little out there? Just look at history. Every major leap forward for humanity started as a crazy dream. Columbus dreamed of a new world when everyone else said he'd fall off the edge. Copernicus dreamed of other worlds when it was heresy. Marconi, he dreamed of sending messages through thin air. And his own friends, get this, his friends tried to have him committed to a psychiatric hospital. But their desire, it was just stronger than all the doubt in the world.
Okay, so you've got this fire of desire burning inside you. How do you actually make it real? Well, you add the catalyst, faith. Hill calls faith the chemist of the mind. It's the secret ingredient that takes a simple thought and transforms it into this powerful spiritual conviction. It's the absolute bone-deep certainty that your goal isn't just possible, it's inevitable.
This poem from the book just nails it, doesn't it? Your reality on the outside is a direct reflection of your state of mind on the inside. If you're constantly thinking about failure, you're literally programming yourself to lose. Success doesn't start with your bank account or your connections, it starts with your will. It really is all in your state of mind.
But what if you don't feel that faith yet? How do you build it? The tool for that is autosuggestion. This is basically the principle of consciously feeding your subconscious mind with messages of belief. Think of it like this. You are deliberately planting the seeds of confidence, and over time, they grow so strong they choke out all the weeds of fear and doubt. Eventually, faith becomes your default setting.
And Hill gives us a super practical formula to start using this right away. It's a 5-step process that combines having a crystal clear goal, taking action, visualizing every day, and acting with integrity. This isn't just a to-do list, you guys. It's a daily ritual for systematically rewiring your brain for unshakable confidence from the inside out.
All right, so your mindset is forged, your desire is burning bright, and faith is the fuel. Now what? Now we've got to translate that inner power into a real-world plan. This is where we start building the actual blueprint for your success.
First things first, we have to totally redefine what educated means. See, the book draws this really important line. Schooling is just about collecting facts, but true education, that's about training your mind so you can get whatever you want out of life. Henry Ford, who had very little formal schooling, was once called ignorant in court. His response was legendary. He said he had a row of buttons on his desk and he could push any one of them and summon an expert who can answer any question he had. The point is, it's not what you know, it's your ability to organize knowledge and people that gives you real power.
So where does all this organizing and planning happen? It happens in the workshop of your mind, your imagination. This is the amazing faculty that takes the formless energy of your desire and starts to shape it into something concrete, something actionable. It's literally the bridge between a thought and a thing. And there are two types. Think of it like this. Synthetic imagination is like building something new with a set of Lego blocks you already have. You're just rearranging old ideas into new combinations. But creative imagination, that's like a brand new, never-before-seen Lego piece just appearing out of thin air. One is rearranging what exists, the other is receiving something totally new. Both are crucial, but real genius, that comes from tapping into that creative spark.
So you've got the mindset and you've got the plan. But this is where the real test begins. The next few principles are what separate the daydreamers from the world changers. These are the qualities that take your will and temper it into unbreakable steel, turning you into an unstoppable force.
The first quality is decision. In a word, the mastery of procrastination. Hill found that every single successful person made decisions quickly and then changed them very, very slowly if they changed them at all. Think about the 56 men who signed the Declaration of Independence. They made a single, definite decision that they knew could get them all executed. But that one powerful decision, it literally gave birth to a nation.
And the cost of not making decisions? It's huge. Hill claims that 98 out of every 100 people are in their current jobs and situations simply because they lacked the decisiveness to plan for something specific and then go after it. They just took whatever was available.
Now, a decision gets you started, but persistence is what gets you to the finish line. It is pure willpower in action. And it's the one quality that guarantees you won't end up like Darby's uncle, quitting when you're just 3 feet from gold. It's the sustained effort that will eventually wear down any and all opposition.
Check this out. The author Fannie Hurst got 36 rejection slips, not from 36 different magazines, from one single publisher. 36 times? Most of us would quit after 3. She kept going for 4 years. And when that breakthrough finally happened, success didn't just knock, it kicked the door clean off its hinges. A flood of money, fame, and opportunities poured in, all because she just refused to quit. That's persistence.
Okay, you can have the desire, the faith, a solid plan, and the will to persist, but there's one last enemy you have to conquer. And this enemy, it lives inside your own head, and it will try to sabotage you at every turn. It's time to banish the shadows.
Hill identifies 6 basic fears that hold humanity back. The fear of poverty, criticism, bad health, losing love, getting old, and death. He argues these fears aren't real things, they are just states of mind. They're the inner ghosts that paralyze our ability to think, that destroy our imagination, and that kill our ambition. But here's the beautiful part. A state of mind can be controlled.
And that brings us to these famous, powerful lines. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Why is that so true? Well, Napoleon Hill explains that we are the masters of our fate for one very simple reason. We have the power to control our thoughts. And if you can control your thoughts, you can control your actions. And if you can control your actions, you can control your destiny. It's that simple.
So, you see, the power has been inside you this whole time. The blueprint is right here. The path is clear. So really, the only question left to ask is this. Now that you know you're the captain, what are you going to command your mind to create?